Hello, hello, my friends. Welcome back. So, form has been really, really good. We are on an 11 game unbeaten run that's brought us to third in the league at the moment. Now, there's a 10-point gap between us and second place. So, it's really about cementing control of that third position when we come into the mid-season split. If I can stay above Fendrews, Barrytown, Newton, if I can stay above them and just cement that third place, means I avoid the European places playoff, because Europe is everything in Wales. If you can get into Europe, you get the kitty, you get the money out of that one. Pump that money back into the club, develop those the facilities, invest it in the squad, and just grow the reputation of the club so that they can actually survive the competition against the New Saints. A player I want to show you who has completely transformed how I'm running things here at Cunnakey, Ryan Clark. I was looking at him. He plays on that left attacking midfield role, and I don't really have somebody in that role, but he's got good crossing, good dribbling, all-rounder, the work rate and the pace. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to bring him in. He's played 6 games, completely transformed the way I organise the tactics in this club. Moved me from a 4-4-2 to your classic 4-2-3-1, because I finally have a player who can play in that attacking midfield left slot. He only went and got injured. He's out for a month, so I kind of have to revert back to that 4-4-2, but we're still getting plenty of success with that 4-4-2. But what it means is the squad is slightly overburdened with strikers. I still need them for the time being. But what it's meant that Prince Henry has just not gotten the game time. 7 games, 2 goals, those 2 goals coming in substitute appearances. Manager of Bristol City was not happy with me. He's leaving as soon as the window opens again. Kind of a similar story with Joe Oliver. Just hasn't cemented that right back spot for him. He's got too much competition going on in that spot. Let me open up. What am I looking for? Tactics. Here we go. There's just too much competition for him between. We've got Nippon. We've got Nippard, who typically plays kind of in that centre midfield role, but he can also play a role at that attacking right back. The reason I like him out there is because he's 5'4" with good acceleration, so he's quick off that mark, which means that he can really get up and down that ring pretty quickly. Crossing and dribbling isn't incredible, but first touch and passing means that he's an excellent replacement option, and I feel like he offers a lot going forward in that regard, and he's one of my main men. I trust him. I trust him to do a job for us. We have Yaheim Headley hasn't really done it for me. Plays a lot on the bench. He's come off once, but he's a bench warmer for me, but he just doesn't really have it because Stanley has kind of jumped ahead of him in terms of my pecking. 4 games, 1 appearance. I like him in that attacking centre role, and this role, because we're operating that role here was made for him. It belongs to him. If I really want to experiment with this kind of a formation, I've kind of designed this so that I can utilise one of my left midfielders, but kind of pull him into this role inside and have the overlap. And then it depends what Stanley wants to do over there. But he's left-footed, isn't he? Yeah, left-footed. So the support is coming on his natural side, so it means he can kind of open his body up a little and just utilise those overlapping runs. But to be safe, I'm going to go with the tried and tested to get the best out of my forwards, because here's the thing. We have Bugrain, who's starting to get a little bit of goals, and he's starting a lot of matches for me. It's mainly because of that pace and that finishing ability. But Ben McLean, this man, 4 goals, 11 appearances, came in late, 6'1". He offers us so much going forward. I typically play him as a deep lying attacker, just to kind of link play up, because that off the ball is really useful for that, to be able to get into those positions, as well as being able to carry and drive the ball. And the reason I put him there is he doesn't have dribbling, finishing, first touch, not incredible. So I don't want to bring Bugrain kind of out from that forward line. I'd rather utilize him where he's more effective, and especially with good heading, I'd rather that heading to be an offensive weapon than a ball retention weapon. And with the pace, acceleration off the ball, just play him as a poacher or an advanced playmaker, advanced forward trying to break those lines. That's typically how I've been trying to make him work. At this level, the big thing that's catching me is we're not taking chances. I had one game where we hit the woodwork 4 times, drove me bloody ballistic. It's just not putting chances away is what's really hurting us. But we've been lucky in the sense that it hasn't cost us results. Every now and then we'll have a draw, like this draw against Newton. This hurt. Iron Evans, 95th minute. This one hurt. Oh my God, that hurt. Now, the beauty though is because the Camry League, we're not really suffering from those results because Ballatown and the New Saints are just pulling ahead and away from us. Like I said, my job is to secure third so that I can get back into Europe. That is my goal, my heart set. But I don't have that attacking 4-2-3-1 system that I want to experiment at the moment. Let me show you who's out on loan at the moment. Transfer history. Thought I would show you there. Loan deal. Shane Bryan. He's not performing incredibly well, a 6.5, but he's starting games. I'm okay with that. And he's starting more than he's finishing. I mean, like, at 17 years of age, he's got the stats to be able to do something well. I guess it depends on a team that'll play the ball into his feet. And he's got the first touch to be able to utilize his feet in that regard and take it out and move away. I want to increase the agility when he comes back to me, but just game time is more important than anything for me. So I'm happy with Shane's performances. He wouldn't have gotten to my side. Since McLean came back in, he just wouldn't have gotten to the side. Like I said, 2 huge results. We beat Ballatown. And why that is huge is because they thrashed us 5-1 at the beginning of the season. So that was some beautiful revenge. And drawing away to the New Saints, that was a lovely moment because what it done is it showed us that we have what it takes to compete at the top of the Welsh League. It shows me that the work I'm doing isn't for nothing. We're actually working proudly towards something. The end of October, I'm going to take you to the Barry Town game and then it's the World Cup. I have no international players, so I don't know why we're stopping. The Kimru League, what is it? It's stats, team overview. No, or is it team detailed? Trying to look for what's it most internationals, because I think like the average international in the squad. No, I won't find it here. Because like the average internationals are just. No, I'm not going to bother looking for it. We don't have. There's not many internationals in the Welsh League. So, yeah. Just to put this together for you, basically it's Ben Duggan still performing really well. 6.88, conceded 19, 5 clean sheets. He's conceding about a goal a game. So what we do is we have to score more than 1 goal a game. That's basically what we're doing at the moment. But again, that handling coming in absolute fucking clutch for us. We're not really seeing improvements out of him yet at the moment, but sure, 17 years of age, just getting game time, that's incredible. 19 appearances, 20 conceded for a 16-year-old coming in to lead the club that he came through as a youngster. I mean, what more can you ask for a young Ben Duggan? I'd love to see him go on maybe to like the Welsh under-19s, but sure, we'll see what happens. Okay, so then midfield partnership, Chris Owen come over here into that fullback slot, and then we've Nippard on that right. We'll decide what we want to do with that right-hand slot at the moment. I'm getting good performances out of Barnes and Harrington. They're both quite tired at the moment, so I'm going to bring Nathan Pete in just to give Barnes a bit of a rest there. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Ian play on that right-hand side, but he is going to be the option to back up that left-hand slot if we need to move Owens around, because Owens can also move over here. William Stanley. So Ben McLean playing as striker. No, mix this. Yes, I'm going to move this around. There we go. And Charlie Farr has come in and done a pretty decent job for us. 3 and 7. What I'm going to do is I'm going to be cheeky. We're going to do this inverted winger. Wing back support. and we're going to play Bradley Gibbings. Gibbings, pretty much our best player. 16, 15 starts, 6 goals, 3 assists. Absolute standout player for us. I'm going to experiment with this inside forward, and I'm going to bring you into defend and box to box. So there's going to be a little hole here with that poacher kind of like hanging on that line. So there's going to be a gap here that I want Far to run into with his right foot. Owen's kind of taking that overlap. Okay, so Nippard will just take you in there and Charlie Gibbon there. Okay, so that's the team I'm going with. Yazoo. No point giving Oliver that time. Owen Taylor is a good kind of like default backup. So I've got Nippard who can play on that right. So we'll lose Barnes and Rhys Davids if we need him. Owen Taylor to back up. William Stanley. And okay. Yeah. I'm trying to decide, will I bring through a youngster? Maybe play on that right hand side to kind of offer cover for. Well, I've got Owens who can play in there. You want to do? There's a guy that I want to put through on that right hand side. Is it Higgins or is it Lawrence? I think it's Higgins. I can't really remember, to be honest. I think it's Lawrence. Let's compare them for a second. David Higgins. Attributes is where I tend to get a good spot. In terms of technical, Higgins is the better player. In terms of physical attributes, they're kind of even, but I rather Lawrence. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give it to Higgins. I'm going to give that spot to Higgins. Okay, now let's get through. So I'm going to pause and take you to the match itself. My friends, I forgot that I had this guy coming in, Arlamino Mene, to offer more kind of like utility on that left-hand side, to have a second player who can play that attacking midfield left. He's right-footed, so it gives us that inside forward role, while also being able to play anywhere along the front line. So this might change my tactics somewhat, just depending on taking a little bit of a punt on him, and it's do we want to start him? That would be the question. Let's get a good look at him. Let's get a good look. Okay. Acceleration and pace and dribbling, that's what I wanted. Could do better with flair. Oh, great leadership. Not great stamina and strength, but hey, 6 foot, can play on that left hand side. What we're going to do is let me check, who are we playing? Barrytown, and Barrytown are 5th. Can they? So they're on a very bad run. So we're going to give them a go, because I don't expect their squad to be really like popping at the moment. But tactics, we're going to switch over here. So Bugrain is going to come out of the side. Barr is going to come out of the side. And Nibar can play there. Gibbon can play there. Yeah, that's fine. So let's give this new guy a chance. Take out unavailable because you need to be registered. No, I have to go to squads, I say then. Am I going to be allowed to register him? I'm not seeing him here. Where is he? Or has he just not arrived yet? Is that Meme? Armando Meme? Oh, he's in the under-19s. That explains a lot. What are you doing over there? Move to the senior squad. Get over here. So I have him on an amateur contract. So we're going to play you in that attacking midfield left slot. And where are you? So, unavailable. Stanley, get in here. I need you. Okay. So where are you? Far can then come in here. Higgins can come out. I'm going to get Bugrain to go into that role there. Okay, so I've got cover where I need it. Barr has to come in for Gibbons if we need it. McLean, Stanley, and Meme. Okay, let's get going. And let's get into this proper. Okay. So we've started here. The team sheets. Duggan again, first name on the sheet as always. Really happy to have him in that side. Stanley, I was not expecting Stanley to kind of like play such an integral role for me in this new setup, in this new system, but I love his stat distribution. And like a lot of it's in those technical aspects. Hugh, no. Put pressure on him, come on. Close him down. Oh, we're going to concede. Oh, beautiful. Oh, Jesus, great blocks in there now. So go on, pressure. Oh, are you offside? Oh, come on. Come on. Looks like it's going to be given. Oh, what happened here? Smith, back to Youngs. Oh, how are you not offside? Bad defending then brings it back into Lagoon. Okay, we regroup. Keep going. I'm going to switch this to... Let's check this here now. He's offside. VAR decision, my friends. Switch to attacking. We need to get on the front foot here. This is a very disappointing way to start. Stanley's unhappy. Okay, so Owens on that left-hand side brings in to Stanley. Stanley out to Meme, his first contribution out to Gibbon. Peek back to Meme. What are you going to do with a Meme? Through the middle for McLean. Oh, a bit of a 1-2. Out to Lagoon. Hugh into the Flaherty. Oh no. Takes into the box for trying to set up. And it's too... Their setup play through the middle is kind of catching us a little here. What I'm going to do is defend that a little bit more narrow. On Harrington. Nipper to Stanley. Stanley back out to Gibbings. Gibbings going to do some magic on that right wing. Again, the thing I like about this system is like Stanley just has the freedom to just roam and move and then utilize his technical ability to be able to just pick out a pass where he can. He has the freedom to just find pockets of space and just execute a game plan. Hugh with the throw in, had to Rees. Flaherty back to Hughes. Youngs. Okay, put pressure on them. Come on. Owens, put on some pressure. Don't let him get the cross in. Look at our third. Oh, Jesus. Great goal. Oh, great save. Okay, deflected then. No save. Deflected. I think I'm going to have to switch to 4-4-2. Let's see what comes of this play. Stanley back to Owens. Owens first time. Gibbons. Oh, it was nearly a goal. A deep cross, nearly connecting with the head of our leading goal scorer. Gibbons put some pressure on Lagoon. Rees. Oh no, just playing it through the middle of us. Oh, thank God. Took that shot from way too hard to pressure Gibbons. Or Duggins. Mende not having a great game, and Stanley isn't performing too great either. Okay, we're going to take those two off and we're going to move back to the 4-4-2. So, let's get in 4-4-2. Stanley and Meme. Bograin. Owens can go here. We're going to put Farr. And then inside forward roll. Okay, let's see how this works for us. Or do we want to give... Will we give Meme a chance? He's not really performing well there at all. So... No, we'll go Owens, Ania, Nippard, and bring on Taylor for that box-to-box roll. Okay. A lot of changes at halftime. Let's see if we can make something of this. Just waiting for this first highlight. Drop down to fourth as Newton take a lead. We're going to switch to attacking because, again, we need goals. Hancock on that left-hand side. Going to take it out or is he going to get close down? I make it sound like I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, Nippard on that right-hand side. Go on, can you find an overlap? Taylor to Harrington. Nippard again, utilising those triangles. Bograin out to Ainina. Bring out the inside. Owens is injured. Oh no. Very not good. Taylor to McLean. Use that overlap. Nippard Nippard and Bugrain, this should be a goal. Are you offside? It's been... So we lose our goal to offside, but they don't lose their goal to offside. Typical. Bloody typical. Take Owens off. That could be a bad injury. VAR, come on, do something for me on that left-hand side. Okay. Still the attacking. The longer this ticks on without a highlight. Probably just looking at a 2-0 loss here. Okay, Anina through to Bugrain. Bugrain 1-on-1 with the keeper. Across the face of goal. Taylor to far. No, I can't connect with it though. Anina, first time. Bring it in, McLean and Gibbons. We have a goal. We have one. Are you? Two we've lost. It's 2 given offside. We didn't deserve to lose that. We did not deserve to lose that. Look at the XG. We didn't. 2 poxy goals. First goal was not a goal. Just complain all we bloody want, but this is what happens at this level. Second goal cut us open like butter. Too easy. We performed a lot better. We performed a lot better than that would suggest. Well, we showed us far can play on that left-hand side if given the opportunity. So I'm going to do more of that one. Friends, disappointing way to end it. Disappointing. Very disappointing. Drop down to 4th. Not great, but there's a point difference between us. And it's all to play for there. Barrytown. Ugh. Just makes me sick. But still, look, 5-point gap between me and them, so I'm not that worried. And then an even further gap. It's like 9 points, Cleft Druids. We're firmly cemented in that top half of the table, so we are into the championship group. It's now just to see what the World Cup does for us, because look at this. Look at this. 3 months without a game, except we're going to have the Welsh Cup 3rd round, and just hopefully my players will still remember what kicking a football feels like after 2 months off in like the Bahamas or something. Okay. I'll bring you back. I'll probably see out the season, get to February, or get to the 14th of January, and show you where the league table is and what we're doing in the cup. My friends, thank you for episode 4. The winter break is upon us.